Okay, it is February something or other, Super Bowl Sunday 2025, and today I'm in my home studio and which is nice change. I haven't been here for a while. And I've got two things that I want to work on. One is I'm going to work on pins for the Ummmm Symposium, which is happening in a little less than 2 weeks. And I've got some ideas for that. And I'm also going to be working on my Super Bowl because it's something that I used to do with some friends was to make a Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday. Haven't done it in a while, feeling pretty good today, so I thought I'd come out and give it a whirl. Um, yeah, and it's absolutely gorgeous day today in Tucson. I just went for a nice walk in the park with Cosmo and Pai Pai, and like not one cloud in the sky, just like absolutely gorgeous. The reason why we live in Tucson, um, not for the summer shit, which is, pretty awful. Anywho, I have a bunch of things that I'm going to play with today that I just decided that I'm kind of in a more experimental mode right now, even with my painting in my painting studio. I'm doing a lot more experimental stuff. I don't know if it's, because I got off of some of my pain medications finally, thank God. Or it's because the political climate is so crappy, and I'm freaking out about that. But my work has done a big shift this month, and I'm not worried about it, you know, going off the deep end or whatever. I feel like it's a phase where I really just need to explore my inner witchy poo, as I say, and just do some stretching, I guess. Liking my neck so much. This is why a lot of us women don't like to do videos. Okay, here, I'm going to do it this way. Anyways, yes, vanity. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I thought would be kind of fun to play with. I started playing last week with just making like skins of acrylic paint with the really crappy acrylic paint that I bought many, many years ago, before I started painting in earnest again. I had just kind of craft paint. So I have some of that left over, and I thought I'd just play around with making paint skins. So I've been doing that, and tinfoil, which I've done some stuff with that before, which I've really enjoyed. What else? Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm going to head in the direction of using some old prescription bottles for my pens this year, for many reasons. But I'm pretty excited about being able to use them for something other than storing pills. If you don't know, I've had chronic pain for at least 20 years at this point. It's been pretty rough. I've tried everything. So I mean, like literally, like I'll go to people that will yell at me or whatever. I've tried it because I just want to feel better. But this year I just decided that I really wanted to try and strip down to basics and get off of any of the pharmaceuticals that they had me on, so I can really see what my symptoms are for real and not masked symptoms, because I feel like, of course, any sort of pain relievers will mask your symptoms to a certain extent. When you have chronic pain, it doesn't do an awful lot, but it like makes life more livable. So I've gotten off of a lot of medicines this year, and that's why I was thinking it would be really timely for me to use some of my old prescription bottles that I've been socking away, because I sometimes like to use them. I use them for storage, also for like solder or different beads or whatever. But since I'm not doing much jewelry these days, I figure I'll do some multimedia stuff with them in the form of pins. Okay, so get those. And then I sometimes, what I'll do is I'll just take stuff that in my house that I just have too much of, and it's inexpendable, and I just want to find some way to use it before it gets thrown out. Like, for instance, disposable chopsticks. I mean, I cannot tell you how many disposable chopsticks we have. I use them in the studio, but like, we'll see if I can find a way to use them in my artwork next couple days, doing the pins and stuff. Maybe I'll use them for the Super Bowl. I don't know. And then, of course, during pandemic, we ordered out a lot, and we'd go and pick up the food, and they'd always give us all of these plastic spoons and forks and stuff that we already had because we were eating at home. So like, I've given half of them away already, and I still have twice as much as I need. I mean, we had an entire drawer just chock full of these plastic forks and spoons, and I won't even use these. I won't use these. If I have the choice to use metal, I will use metal. I absolutely hate eating with these, but they can be useful in the studio. I am gonna see what I want to do with them. I might find something that, who knows? I might find something that I like to do with them. So I've got these, just a bag of stuff. Oh, and then, because I have for many years started projects and then stopped them, I have tons and tons of little, interesting soldered brass, fabricated pieces that I'm like, well, who knows? I might use them. Probably not, but, I mean, like, wouldn't that be cool to do a pin just like that? It'd be great to have it actually just cast so I can do it. So maybe I'll cast it at some point. I don't have time to do everything I want to do. Yeah, that's what I need. I need more time. I need to be able to clone myself, because like, I have stuff like this, once I finished that, it would be pretty cool. I've got a lot of stuff like that, but I want to paint as well, and I am working on a film as well, and having to close out my mother's estate as well, and go to doctor's appointments. But anyways, you get it. Every artist has this problem of balancing their desire to create with the realities of time and energy. I just sometimes find that maybe as someone with chronic pain, I might have that a little bit more acutely than others. But who knows? I might just be crying for nothing. Anyways, I have a bunch of other things in the studio that I can use to do pins. I have tons and tons and tons of vintage glass buttons. I mean, I've got castings of, resin casting. I've got so much stuff. So I'm going to play. And later on, I will post something with the the results or whatever. I hope that I can find something interesting to do and not just make a mess. But you never know. And sometimes making the mess, you learn some new stuff, and that's what makes it all worthwhile. But anyways, I'll see you all later. Maybe next time I will have something funky to show you and not just chat at you. But yeah, sayonara. Ciao.